up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
In the last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes, such as limiting hand-checking on and off the ball and getting rid of contact in the paint. Now, everyone isn't pleased with these changes. Some say defense is no longer allowed. At a higher pace of play, more efficient shot selection, and lots of threes also play a role. Most fans aren't complaining. Kevin?
It sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. And for the Pelicans, Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Steven Adams is out there with Williamson. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can't fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
What's their chemistry? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ball game. Pass to Sabonis. There's the dish to Warren. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And when he's on the floor, he is very productive. But the one knock on T.J. Warren is that he's prone to missing games.
Never played more than 66 games in his young career, Kevin. So something, hopefully, he can check off his list this year is work his way into the high 70s and be a consistent performer out there and avoid losses of game.
Free throw good from Warren. Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, coming into the NBA out of North Carolina State, T.J. Warren, we knew, was a remarkable scorer. He also had a 40-point game in the league, so continuing to get better and better as he stays hungry on the offensive end.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now, here's Warren. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston. Stolen by Redick. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now Bledsoe. He's coming off a 28-point game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now here's Brogdon. Following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
Bledsoe passes to Adams. Dishes to Ingram. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Now the pass to Oladipo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
And he knocks down the first one. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren, they've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Oladipo hits them both.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 5 on the clock. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Now here's Adams. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Here's Sabonis, 4-point game. Passes it to Warren. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Bledsoe. And Adams kicks to Bledsoe. It's over Brogdon. No good from Bledsoe.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Well, you combine quickness and explosiveness for Victor Oladipo on display right there. Tough to contain.
Now here's Bledsoe. Outside, Redick. That's tipped. Stolen by Warren. Oladipo misses.
And that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup. That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Warren against Redick. And the shot by Warren, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Brogdon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks to Turner. Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Warren. Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots. And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Here's Turner following the score by New Orleans.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Count it. Bledsoe's got his second bucket tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in the bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Pacers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
And here is Brogdon. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Sabonis. Five to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A three from Warren gets the three-pointer to fall. Warren's got 7.
Well, just working on extending that range. T.J. Warren in the offseason wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
No good from Bledsoe.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Ingram dishes to Bledsoe. Inside. Here's Williamson. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Williamson's got his second basket of the game. Logged in the pass to Sabonis. He kicks it to Oladipo. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Reddit.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Adams dishes to Bledsoe. Goes back up. Nice D from Sabonis.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Bledsoe. He feeds it to Reddit. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Good timing from Victor there as he swipes that one away.
Locked in left side. Back to Oladipo. Ingram against Warren. No good. That would have tied it. New Orleans leading by 3. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
And the Pacers call time here.
You just watch Zion Williamson, and everybody's so curious about where it is that he fits positionally. We do know this. In terms of his power and athleticism, he's already elite. And in this league, he's going to find ways to make contributions. And where he likes to hang his hat is the way he plays defensively. And for a young player to gravitate towards that, that's something special.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ball's checked in.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. Good season for him last year. 6th in shooting percentage, 16th in rebounding. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. And Brent was saying he's a great fit for a team that will want to get up and down like the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt that he has already infused this city and this franchise with a tremendous amount of enthusiasm to watch his growth. But the mindset of Zion Williamson is about what he can do for the team. And that's what I'm most interested in. What kind of plays can he make? And him playing defense and using that ability down there to ignite the offense. That's where he can make some immediate impact.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Now, here's Warren. 7 points in the game. The pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Ingram, and there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Warren.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Ogden against Ball. Redick surveying the D. Pass to Ingram. No one near him. The Pacers pull it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Warren kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. Over Williamson. Sabonis, no good. Pelicans leading by 5. Ball with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count the basket. 1:25 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Oladipo. Brogdon outside. There's the lob to Oladipo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Such great timing from Oladipo on the weak side to find that alley-oop. Great communication there.
Ball to pass to Williamson. Adams outside. Pass the ball. And it's sent back by Turner. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's sent back by Turner. Pacers trail by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brogdon against Ball. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Ingram. And that one hits back iron. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ingram's running. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's Warren for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Indiana, Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Warren in at the small forward. When certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought two ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Yes. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys, and it's guys like Kawhi Leonard, it's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball, Jokic in there with his ability to pass the ball. It's all happening around the three-point line and getting into the gaps. So they look a little bit different, the initiators, in today's game.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, this season the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania, and in 2022 they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
He was all alone on that one. 11 points for Victor Oladipo.
No doubt that Victor Oladipo is a guy that this franchise is leaning on, so showing some leadership here.
Oladipo against Redick. Count that one. And the Pelicans lead by 3. And Brett, kind of a musical chair situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
Here's Ball after the made shot from Victor Oladipo, and Redick kicks the ball. Unloads from 13. Here's Favors, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Ingram against Warren. Back to Turner. There's the triple. Kept alive by Indiana. Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college, so him working inside, that's a good sign.
Ball kicks to Redick. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Shot from 12. That shot off the mark. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Outside Warren. Shoots over Ingram. Again, Indiana.
Yeah, mid-range is where he makes his game. T.J. Warren excellent at utilizing that area of the floor. Offensive plays drawn up for him there.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now Oladipo after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
some changes for Indiana. McDermott comes in for Warren, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Ingram, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the stretch center in demand for Miles Turner. Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Now, here's McConnell. And stolen by Redick. Ball, the pass to Ingram. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this. Number 1. And, of course, J.J. Redick.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
And the pass to Sabonis. Now McDermott. And Turner kicks to McConnell. Back to Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McDermott, and stolen by Redick. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Ingram wide open. Triple from the wing. Ingram's got 13.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Now, here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Sabonis with the ball. Working on Hayes. Passes it to Oladipo. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Ball feeling it out a bit. Feeds to Hayes. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Pelicans. And Indiana with a change here too. Lamb's checked in.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. 1 shot.
Hayes no good on the free throw. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
They grabbed their own miss. Here's McConnell from the left block. He sends it through. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Ball. He dishes it to Ingram. Off target at the rim. The Pacers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Now here's McDermott, covered by Hayes. Lamb against Ball. Oladipo for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for him. Bledsoe finds Ball. Now Favors. And it's sent back by Turner. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. A wide open look here for Oladipo. But he recovers it. And the rejection by Favors. They recover it. A shot by McConnell, no good. The Pelicans trail. And Bledsoe, here we go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's McConnell. Guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Oladipo. Stolen by Ball. And here comes the break. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Yeah, and Ball constantly looking for ways to come up with steals. Outstanding at covering a lot of ground with his overall length.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to McDermott. Outside, Lamb. Over Hayes. That's good from Lamb on the assist by McDermott. Lamb's got his first basket of the night.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
McConnell scanning the floor. Oladipo for three. Pelicans pull it in. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low, Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. McConnell passes to Turner.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Williamson is checked in for Hayes. In Indiana with a change here, too. Justin Holiday's checked in for Oladipo. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Now the feed to Holiday. Here's Lamb. Oh, good with the triple. Pelicans leading by 4. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
There's the pass to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Turner. Great D that time from Favors. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Kings. Here's Ball. Got a piece of it. Here's Lamb. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
Now here's Favors. And at last, they get one to fall. Favors has got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans. Now, here's McConnell. Guarded by Bledsoe. And Lamb, here we go. To stop the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Derek Favors.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
The first one falls. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Okafor is checked in for Derek Favors. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for T.J. McConnell, and Lamb drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Bledsoe. Lays it up off the glass. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Brogdon the pass to Holiday. The dish to Warren. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bledsoe dishes to Okafor. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Warren. 10 points for him. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. From deep 3-point range, he can't get it to go. And so it's New Orleans up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Second pick in the 2016 draft. This is what we expect from Brandon Ingram. He has so much talent, covers so much court with his length. You feel like he's on the precipice of greatness. Just needs the consistency.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Adams in at the center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now, here's Warren. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Indiana. 15-point game. Sabonis, the pass to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Bledsoe. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Warren on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And looking at some numbers for Ingram, a very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
The offensive rebound and another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming. Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
And he makes the first. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Passes it to Warren. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Sabonis, the pass to Turner.
Hey, you want 3 reasons why Steven Adams is effective? Let me give them to you. Size, length, and athleticism.
Now here's Redick. Pass to Ingram. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here's Oladipo, 13 points in the game. Sabonis, no good.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Brogdon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
No good from Bledsoe. Pacers trail by 18 to the inside. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Warren. Brogdon's got his first 2 points.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
Here's Bledsoe, and the jam by Bledsoe.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. Outside to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Great open look there. Brogdon's got 5 now.
Good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. how Brogdon lets that one fly.
Bledsoe passes to Williamson, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened and what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by T.J. Warren. It's good.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Back to Brogdon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, scoring through a pretty good hit right there is Malcolm Brogdon. Here's an and one opportunity.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Find the lane. Good shot.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
Now here's Redick. Bledsoe with it. Fires the three. And Oladipo pulls it down. Pacers trail by 15. Pass to Turner. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Ingram. Ball's knocked loose. Melly passes to Ingram. Redick against Warren. And there's the pass to Melly. Knocks down the three ball. Melly's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Pass to Warren. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's Bledsoe. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
An aggressive Eric Bledsoe is a better Eric Bledsoe for this team.
Redick against Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Pass to Sabonis. Over Bledsoe. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Pelicans. It's Redick on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Brogdon. 8 points for him. Over Bledsoe. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
No good from Bledsoe. Pacers trail by 18. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Pass to Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Bledsoe. Nice D from Sabonis. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now the pass to Warren. All alone. They get it back. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Ball's checked in for the Pelicans. And the Pacers also making a change. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Oladipo. That's good from Turner.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Ingram against Sabonis. Ingram outside. Back to Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort, and it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Brogdon kicks to Lamb. Stripped away. Jumps up. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur. He's so good in transition.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Dishes it to Warren. The shot missing. And New Orleans will come the other way. To the wing on the left. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. That's 29 points for Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe against Brogdon. Passes to Sabonis. Back to Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Lamb. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by Warren. Pacers trail by 20. Pass to Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is up and in. Sabonis has got 12 in the game.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And it's Melly missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Off the left rim and out.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Warren. .116 left in the third quarter. The pass to Brogdon. Turner with it. Guarded by Bledsoe. Shot's good by Turner.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now here's Bledsoe. Adams in the high post. It's Ingram on the wing. With some arc and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. TJ Warren picks one up.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes, But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
And that one falls for Ingram.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good for Ingram.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Bounce pass from Brogdon. Outside Warren. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That shot off. Some solid defense from Ingram.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Warren for three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. McDermott is out there with Sabonis. Then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. Now here's Sabonis, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Pelicans leading by 23. A double team Bledsoe. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Okafor. Ingram against Holiday. Pass to Bledsoe. Launches a three. The rebound by Holiday. The Pacers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. But obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around those opportunities, to be around a championship.
First one falls for.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
And he can't hit the second. He's pretty big for that position.
Yeah, I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done whichever position he plays.
Here's Holiday. The Pelicans make their last shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Not many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there? That
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen this over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Pelicans. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass the ball. Back to Bledsoe. Okafor finds Bledsoe. New Orleans moving the ball around. And that one, good.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Pacers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Holiday surveying the floor. Outside, Lamb. The pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 19. Indiana with a new shot clock.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
Now here is Holiday. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Ball comes to help. McDermott kicks to Lamb. And he gets it to go from the corner.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Now here's Bledsoe. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
That free throw missing. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Williamson is checked in for Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Will Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Will Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players, too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different deal.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. And here are the Pacers now, following the score by New Orleans. Passes it to Holiday. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Free throw, no good. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
Ball against Holiday. Now here's Ball. He's covered closely. Pass to Alexander Walker. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Outside Holiday. Pass to Oladipo. And there's the pass to Sabonis. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. And Ball comes to help. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. New Orleans making a switch here. Moore's checked in. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin. Especially, I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Just 5 to shoot. Leaf, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hart, the pass to Alexander Walker. Okafor finds Moore. It's three-pointers off the mark. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. Outside Holiday. Trying to get something going, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Here's Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
And the first one drops. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin. That's quite
Did you?
frankly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
The fadeaway. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Pacers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's McConnell to the middle. Leaf. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And stolen by McConnell. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Here's Hart. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Pacers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. And Holiday kicks to McConnell. Back to Holiday. Here's Leaf. Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him. Count that bucket. Holiday's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Hart, guarded by Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. Holiday, the pass to Leaf. The shot that time, not on target. New Orleans gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Hart, guarded by Holiday. Hart kicks to Okafor. New Orleans moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. Doesn't go for him. And Indiana will come the other way. Outside Holiday. Pass to Holiday. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot
which is everything shooting, free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Leaf passes to Sumner. Banked in off the glass.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Melly, and Hart has it in the corner. They could use a bucket. Pass to Alexander Walker. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. A lot of great young talent. Both teams loaded with young talent. What's the key, you think, Doris, as you've watched this league, to unlocking that potential and making them what they're going to become?
Yeah, I think for young guys, Kevin, one of the challenges is focusing on getting better every single day. It's the little choices these guys are making. They're going to put in the time to be working on their shooting or their off-the-bounce game or their defensive prowess. Can they be unselfish? Can they be sort of big picture thinking in terms of just not only their success, but the guys around them? That's hard for a young guy.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. Oladipo misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner, certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015, he has gotten better every single year.
And Doris, you look at Turner's impact, it's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Both free throws good for Ingram. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Miles Turner. Ingram outside. Redick bounce pass. 6 to shoot. And it's Williamson missing. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Celtics. Brogdon the pass to Turner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Miles Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015. I think defensively probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5.
First free throw is good. And you know, Doris, there were some medical red flags for Turner that may have caused him to slip a bit in that draft.
Yes, but I think he has alleviated any of those concerns. Credit him and the trainers for developing his core and for this young man paying the price in the weight room. He's gotten stronger and stronger.
All free throws good from Turner.
Boy, when you think of Miles Turner, one word that's always been attached to his name is potential. This guy is still young. He can make shots as a face-up guy. He's a tremendous shot blocker. Just continue to refine your skills.
Redick with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bledsoe against Brogdon. Oladipo outside. Passes it to Sabonis. Here's Warren. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Outside, Redick. And he banks in the layup. Redick's got 5 points so far.
They're able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Now, here's Sabonis. Tight defense on him. Oladipo outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Sabonis trying to get open. The shot by Turner no good.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Ingram wide open. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to Oladipo. Fires for 3. No good that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I got a few minutes to catch up with Alvin Gentry. He's squarely focused on containing Victor Oladipo, who emerged in his most improved season as one of the league's top stars. He's scoring with confidence. He makes them tough to beat. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Bledsoe against Sabonis. 5 to shoot. No good from Bledsoe. Pacers trail by 7. From 15 feet away, and the shot goes in.
Oladipo so fast off the ground. When the defense is playing off him, boy, he's going to make you pay.
Shoots from the line. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Pacers. They get it back. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Bledsoe looking around. Pass to Redick. Pulls it from 20. Here's Adams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Oladipo outside. Goes up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Bledsoe outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Well, you guys know it. When he gets ahead of full steam up, look out. Draws the foul. Bledsoe going to the line yet again.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Oladipo for 3. Offensive rebound, Pacers, and Turner stays with it.
Well, Kevin, you love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Bledsoe kicks to Ingram. Knocks it loose. The pass to Reddick. From deep. It's hauled in by Warren. Pacers trail by 5. Ogden left side to the paint. Sabonis, no good with the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Now here's Oladipo. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That one drops for him.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Now here's Oladipo. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Ball's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And Indiana with the change here too. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Brogdon. New Orleans leading by 9. Passes to Ingram. Outside, Reddick. Inside, here's Williamson. Adams, the pass to Williamson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Number 1, Miles Turner.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Now, here's McConnell. Here's Oladipo. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night.
This guy is a terrific mid-range shooter. Victor Oladipo, give him any space, he will take advantage.
Reddick against Oladipo. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Pass to Warren. Outside Turner. Up top, McConnell. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo for 3. The Pacers getting another chance here. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Oladipo against Ball. Clock at 6. Now here's Williamson. Defense is right there. They get it again. Second chance shot. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Back to McConnell. The dish to Turner. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Doris Adams, a terrific player on the floor. You know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talk about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
Pacers trail by 11. Warren on the wing. They need this one. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Turner. Adams, some nice D.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Scooped up. Kicks it to Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. For 3, Ingram. Sabonis grabs the ball.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Favors is checked in. Pacers trail by 8. McConnell with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Sabonis. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Shoots over Ingram. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. New Orleans leading by 8. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Ingram's got 9.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oladipo outside. Inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Redick against Oladipo. Here's Redick. He has 5. To the left wing. Here's Ball. No good on the triple. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 9-point game on the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's McConnell in at the point guard. Now ball after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. Sabonis against Ingram. Over Sabonis, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ingram's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans. Now McConnell. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Warren the pass to Sabonis. And Oladipo, here we go. The shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's McConnell. There's the pass to Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Over Redick. And it's Oladipo again missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Oladipo. 6 points for him. McConnell passes to Sabonis on the wing, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nice D from Oladipo.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
A 3 from Warren, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Pelicans leading by 15.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
And that one's good by Favors.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Outside Warren. Can they get it? Sabonis trying to get open. And he hits the jump shot. Warren's got 5. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy. Domantas Sabonis enters the league as the 11th pick in 2016. That first season, I don't think people understood how good he could be. His improvement, his ability as a promising big man in this league, unquestioned at this point.
First free throw is good. And you look at the development for Sabonis, what stands out?
Well, I think he's made strides across the board, Kevin, and for me, this is as fundamentally sound a big man as you'll find in the league. He's a triple threat on the offensive end. He is super smart on the defensive end and quite versatile. He can guard both front court positions.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Pacers trail by 15. Ingram with the steal. The tray. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lamb passes to Brogdon. He kicks it to Turner. Lamb against Reddick. Brogdon outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over ball. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Brogdon against Ball. Reddick for 3. The Pacers pull it in.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
Lamb against Ball. And Lamb kicks to Brogdon. Outside, Lamb. Passes it to Sabonis. Shoots over Ingram, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, the son of a legend, to me, guys, he has everything he needs to be an effective player for years to come in the NBA. Size, length, feel, there's a lot to like.
The first one falls. And doors for the Pacers with Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis. 2 talented young big men. Does that make it a log jam at that center position?
I don't think on the offensive end there's a problem. Both can space the floor with their shooting. Sabonis is an exceptional passer. I think the challenge is on the defensive end. And the reason being, both are exceptional defending close to the cup.
And Sabonis drops them both. You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
New Orleans making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 11. And Lamb kicks to Brogdon. Dishes it to Turner. Outside, Lamb. Takes the 13-footer, and he hits the jump shot. Lamb's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Indiana. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Malcolm Brogdon, #1. And, of course, J.J. Redick.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
Brogdon against Bledsoe. Brogdon kicks to Turner. That 3 off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Brogdon. And here's McDermott. Pass to Sabonis. Over Ingram. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. That's 10 points for Sabonis.
This is a real strength of Domantas Sabonis' game. He has such nice, soft touch.
Williamson dishes to Ingram. Here's Williamson. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
Now here's Brogdon. Lets the 3 fly. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Jeremy Lamb.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
McDermott with it. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by McDermott.
Well, what you love is Sabonis has both the athleticism and the strength to play through contact. Nice.
Ball against Lamb. They get a hand on it. Hayes down low. Over Sabonis. Hayes no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Ball. McDermott can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 8. In the corner, it's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 17 points for Brandon Ingram. Bledsoe against Brogdon. Pass to Lamb. Kicks it to McDermott. Brogdon outside. Shoots over Ball. The shot by Brogdon, no good. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Lamb passes to Sabonis. Brogdon outside. Here's Lamb. Sinks the triple. Lamb's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Pacers.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Pacers trail by 13. The pass to Sabonis. Brogdon against Bledsoe. Back to Sabonis. Passes it to Brogdon. Indiana moving the ball around. Turner. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Bledsoe against Brogdon. Here's Lamb. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Free throw drops for Lamb.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Adams, he's checked in for the Pelicans. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Indiana. Oladipo comes in for Doug McDermott. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for New Orleans. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for Ingram. Pacers trail by 15. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Outside Warren. Back to Turner. Launches it. Lamb, good. And 12 points for Lamb.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Bledsoe passes to Ingram. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. Good D by Brogdon.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. J.J. Redick is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Bledsoe. He's it up and in off the pretty assist. Bledsoe's got the first points of the second half here for New Orleans. Pacers trail by 15. Brogdon outside. Lob pass to Warren. He doesn't hit that one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Brogdon finds Warren on the wing. Turner. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Turner's got his second bucket of the night. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
New Orleans leading by 13. Bledsoe outside. He dishes it to Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term.